Hey everyone. So this video is going to be about how to fill out a personal financial statement. So it's pretty self-explanatory, but I just want to go over a couple things that might be confusing or that you might miss. So here on the first tab is the balance sheet and info, and this is mostly populated through the schedule A through E, F, I, and J. But what you'll want to do is fill out these top sections with your personal information. And then if you have a lot of joint assets or if you have a partner, you'll also want to put their information in section 2. You'll then go through and answer any of the following questions, yes or no. And then over here, anything that's in blue, you'll want to populate yourself. So make sure you put the date. And this will be the date that all the information is from. And then from here, you can start to not look at this section these sections down here because they'll be populated by the other tabs. So now we'll move to Schedule A through E. And one thing about personal financial statements that I see happens a lot is that people will mix their personal finances and their business finances. And so since this is our personal financial statement, we only want to include our personal finances. There'll be a section where you can include business finances, but you want to make sure that these are separated, and it just gives you a better picture of your personal net worth. Okay, so in this Schedule A, this is where you'll list any and all checking accounts. So, and again, these are personal accounts, not business accounts. So if you have multiple checking accounts that you own personally, you'll list them here. If you own saving accounts, if you have CDs or money market funds, you'll also list them here. And then if there's any loans that are secured using these funds, you will also list those loans here in column H and fill out as much information as you can through the other columns. Then going down to Schedule B, this is where you'll put any marketable securities. So make sure you have the number of shares, what they are, who owns them, and the market value. And again, if there's any loans that you have already taken out that you have used these to secure them with, you'll list them in column H. And then in Schedule C, you'll list your life insurance. One thing I see here is people will list the face value as the cash value, and that's not always the case. Most of the time, there's probably not a very high cash value, and you can check with your insurance company to see what that value is. And so you'll list here the name of the carrier, who owns it and who's the beneficiary, and then again, the face value and the cash value, which are usually different. And then again, if you have any loans associated with these, you will put them over here. And then below here will be non-marketable securities. Sometimes this is like if you have ownership in a business, anything that's not really liquid or not something that you can kind of draw upon instantly, you would list this here. And then any vested interest in retirement accounts, so your 401k, any RIAs, you'll list here in Schedule E. And all of this will populate on these sections down here on the front page. And then once you're done with that tab, you'll move to Schedule F. This is where you'll list all the real estate you own. Again, this is real estate that you own personally, not real estate that might belong to a business or a holding company that you are the manager of. You'll list that separately. This is just your personal resident or any other residence that you own personally. And then so you'll list the property information, and then if you have any mortgages associated with that, you'll put them in this column F through L over here. And then Schedule G, this is where you'll list any businesses that you have part ownership of. This also includes real estate, If you have investment properties that you own, you will list them here as well. And again, put the name of the business, what type of business it is. Make sure you also put your ownership percentage here, because that's also important. And this will help you also understand your net value in the business itself. Schedule H is where you'll list any automobiles, boats, any other kind of property that's non-real estate that has some type of value, you'll list here. And then if you need help verifying the value, you can use Blue Book. Same with if you need to value real estate, we use redfin.com to value real estate. That also is helpful. And then again, any loans that are associated with these automobiles or boats, you'll put them in column F through L. And then Schedule I, this is where you'll list any credit cards, any student loan debt, any kind of other liabilities you may have, you will list here. And this is only liabilities that you are currently liable for. If you are a co-signer on anything, you will put that in a different section. But for now, this is just credit cards, lines of credit. And again, make sure these are personal, not anything associated with your business. Okay, and then moving to the last tab. Up here, this is where you'll list anything that you might be contingent on, where you're either a co-guarantor, an endorser. Sometimes people will co-guarantor student loans or something like that. You'll list this here. And yeah, try to fill out as much information as you can. And then if there's anything else that you need to add, everyone's situation is different. So if there's anything else that you need to add, you can list it here. And then just make sure whatever you do, you date and sign this. And so you can turn this into whoever you need to. And then after you fill out that, all of this will populate in section 3. And then there's other things you can list here too. So if you have other assets that didn't fit into any of those schedules, you can list them here. Any types of loans or receivables or personal property that you didn't list. If you have any unpaid taxes, you'll list it here in column N. And any other liabilities that were not listed. And then after that, you will get your net worth that populates. So you'll get your total assets here in column I, and then your total liabilities in column N, and then your net worth will populate in column N, in cell N55. So after that, you'll then fill out this bottom section, and this just gets a little bit more specific to your financial situation. So you can list your annual salary here. Again, there's a column for you, and then also if you have a partner, you can put that here as well. If you receive dividends or interest, if you have real estate income, or just any other benefits or income that you receive, you can also list that here. And then most of your liabilities will populate from the spreadsheet. But if you have anything else like leases or contracts that you are in that you have to pay every year or every month, any kind of pending legal actions that might come in, anything that's kind of out there but that might not show up on like a credit statement, you can list this here too. If you have child support, you can list this here. And basically this will just give you a more total outlook of your net worth. And yeah, that's about it. Any place again that is blue, try to fill it out. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to walk through this with you. Everyone's financial situation is different. So again, if you have any questions, we'll be happy to help. And thanks for watching this video.